Hello YouTube, I'm Joe Nero and welcome back to the Madden NFL 16 playthrough. After the heartbreaking ending to episode 100, we are here with episode 101. It is time for the offseason. I said I was going to be playing at least one more year in this Madden series. I'm not sure how far I'm going to go because honestly, it's getting to the point where the next Madden's going to start coming out. It's getting kind of insane. Let's advance here to the offseason. I don't know what to do in the future. What do you guys think about that? You know, with Madden 16 here and eventually when Madden 17 comes out, what do we do with Madden 17? Do I do another series? Do I make another player? Do I do it at a different position? If I do, I probably will have less fun because I've talked about it over the years. Madden's gotten worse and worse and worse in terms of like the My Player mode. When Madden first came out with like proper career mode there where you had like your little apartment and you had like your agent you would talk to and you could actually influence things, I suppose, like you can guarantee a win, or you could try to influence free agency somehow, and all that cool stuff you used to be able to do back in the day. Or if you wanted to play like a wide receiver, the camera was zoomed in on you over there on the left or right side of the field and you couldn't control a snap. The offense called the play, you ran out there and did the play. You didn't choose when to snap the ball, you didn't choose the play, you didn't do any of that. You were a wide receiver. It made sense. Whereas now, you basically, if you pick a wide receiver, you're basically playing quarterback out there. You get to pick the play, you get to pick the time when they snap the ball. You can't even see your player on the screen half the time. It gets worse and worse and worse. I think it'd be cool to be able to play wide receiver or running back, but if they're gonna make me feel like a glorified like a glorified quarterback, I suppose, or another glorified quarterback, then I don't think it'd be that fun. Let's check the transactions here, because we just hit the offseason here. This is where we're going to be seeing a lot of people retiring. This is where we're going to be seeing a lot of things happening here. So, running back Justin Forsett retires after he's a running back that actually beat us in the playoffs, and he was part of the best rushing offense in the league. He may have actually won the Super Bowl. We should go, oh, I saw Ray Rice retired there as well. We should see who wins the Super Bowl. I think that would be interesting. Mario Williams retired. All right. I mean, that's good for me because he's never on my team. Adrian Peterson decided to retire. He's now retired for the Giants. The Titans, oh my gosh, the Titans beat the Bears 17-14. Oh my goodness, the Titans won the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back to the transactions here. I know you guys like to see, like, super fans of this series. I guess only super fans of this series watch the off-season stuff anyway. Darren Sproles retired. Okay. Stevie. No! Stevie! We lost Stevie. Well, he was going to be a free agent anyway. He was my fourth-string wide receiver. So he retired. Pierre Garçon retired. Oh man, he caught some of my first touchdown passes back in Washington. Brian Hartline's gone. Lawrence Timmons is gone. Julian Edelman, gone. Ray Maluga, I forgot how to pronounce his name. TJ Ward, Jordy Nelson, Scott Chandler. I recognize all these names, and it's because I'm like in 2019. Paul Posluszny is gone. Old Penn State himself. Wait, was Paul Penn State? Yeah, he was. Andy Lee, Dwayne Harris, Mario Williams. Okay, let's go to, let's just go up to the Atlanta Falcons and see which one of our players in particular has retired. Or what? We have re-signed Marcus Barnett to a 5-year, $18 million contract right from the get. Very nice. I was worried he wasn't going to come back to the team, and here he is. Oh, very good. We franchise tagged our punter. Okay, our punter has a good overall, but honestly, if you guys watch the games, he never tried to get like out of bounds inside the 20. He just punted out of the back of the end zone every time. Riley Cooper's gone. He was like our fifth-string wide receiver anyway. Although he would have been fourth now that Stevie Johnson retired, so that means Adrian Harper, our first-round draft pick last year, is now our fourth-string receiver. Yeah, Jonas Gray. Stevie Johnson was released and then he retired. And this is like in 2000, and that's in the regular season there, so that doesn't really matter too much. Okay, well, that's certainly something. We got Marcus Barnett back. We still have our receivers. We still have, of course, Julio Jones. Oh, I can go ahead and do this. So we got Julio Jones. We still have all the other guys. Just go ahead and do this. Just make sure I get my practice in the offseason. We need to have this, man. We need to have this. I have to wonder, though, how low Randall Cobb is getting in terms of the overall, because he's got to be getting up there in years, So I assume, like, maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he's not getting along too well. I don't think anything would have happened in part 2 of the offseason here, but we're going to see anyway. No, nothing happened for us in particular. Okay. I'm interested to see what we're going to be doing. I'm hoping we sign someone randomly big, I'm hoping, like, we randomly get, I don't know, Calvin Johnson decides to go to the Falcons. He's like, what? You know, that'd be cool. Although he's got to be getting pretty old. He's got to get up there in years as well by this point. Yeah, we're in 2019. He's retired in real life. I can't even believe it. Poor Lions fans. He was like the one shot, like the one star in Detroit. You know, that's off-season stage 2. I don't think anything's gonna be happening there. So we're gonna sim to the next week here. We're just going to keep on simming forward, I guess, until we start getting to free agency. You know I'm really not looking forward to is the freaking... Did I miss my workout last week? I don't know if I did. What I'm not looking forward to is the freaking NFL draft. That is going to be absurd. So if you guys don't know, I know some of you guys do because you complain about it in the comments as well. But the draft here in Madden 16, like, takes an hour and a half. It's freaking stupid. It makes no sense. It takes ages to simulate the entire thing. It's nuts. So we're doing combine stuff right now. We're just going to go ahead and go to stage 4 here. Now, is free agency? Yeah, free agency is before the draft, right? All right, so we're about to go into the draft. Let's do my workout here. Then we're going to see if any people have been signed or what big changes have happened in the league. Am I right on that? I could have sworn I'm right on that. We'll have to see. We'll go... 49ers, yeah, okay, so they're signing people. Okay, we're signing people. Let's go to transactions. We'll see some stuff that's happened. All right, Lions got Marvin Jones, Clay Harper. These are, I guess, the more popular people would have been early on. Victor Cruz, he's definitely old at this point. Aaron Thompson, definitely old. The Browns got wide receiver Joey Small. Let's go ahead and go check out the Falcons here. Come on, someone cool. Probably not, though. All right, so we got Jabal Sheard's a defensive tackle now. I remember when he played on the Browns, he was a defensive end first, then an outside linebacker. Now he's a defensive tackle? What? All right, then. We signed... wait, where'd we go? Where'd we go? Okay, so... yes! Okay, so he's... oh, no way! Blair Walsh is back. Who remembers Blair Walsh was our kicker? If I remember correctly, he did ridiculously well. Am I right? Or did he do really bad? I don't remember. He was on the... He kicked for me in Washington. Troy Nicholas, who was my tight end in Washington, who was also my backup tight end this past year for Atlanta. We now re-signed him to a 3-year contract, so he's going to be around. Christian Michael, who I think was a Texas A&M running back, is going to be our new backup running back. I like that a lot. We got a new left guard, a new left end. I don't recognize these guys. A middle linebacker. Chance Casey, I don't recognize him. I do recognize Jonathan Banks. We have a new punter, which is odd considering we just franchise tagged our other punter. Doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. We got Jabal Sheard. Very cool. Another left guard. A defensive tackle here. Middle linebacker Daryl Sharpton. James Laurinaitis, welcome to the team. Very, very nice. He was the Ohio State guy. I think they came out in the same year. James Laurinaitis and that guy there, Paul Posluszny. Didn't they come out in the same year? Or at least they came out in the same couple of years. James, if I remember correctly, was Ohio State, and then Paul was Penn State. Stephen Ridley is going to be our backup or third-string running back, depending. Then we got cornerback Steve Williams, and these are the guys we got earlier. That's pretty freaking amazing. That's really cool. And just because I'm always interested in this, I want to check what the Redskins are doing. If they got anything cool. They got Cordero Patterson, not bad, very, very fast. And then Chris Colliver got re-signed. So they didn't really do anything in the offseason. Well, they need to because their team is kind of awful. But I guess since we've been 14-2 last year, we had people wanting to come to our team, which is pretty cool. But here's the thing. Now we got to go to the draft. And there's like, at least to my knowledge, no way to make the draft go faster. And so I guess I'm just going to have to skip past this to see guys when the draft is actually over. Because literally, it's nothing but a giant loading screen. It's silly. I don't get it. Just a loading screen that lasts for like an hour. Because I think the computer or the Xbox or what have you is just sitting there simulating. I think it's honestly creating all those players and then putting them in the draft, then drafting them and then doing all that stuff all at once. Like, it takes ages. Like... I can't even start drafting because I can't control anything. So we go simulate draft. And this is what we get. This is the screen I get. This is what I get to see for about an hour. So I guess I will cut ahead until this is done. I'll see you guys on the other side. And welcome back. That certainly took freaking long enough. It took so long that I just went and played Overwatch for like an hour and a half. It's absurd how long it takes to draft. I don't understand it. I've been playing Madden since like 2004. And I think I even played a little bit of 2003. I've never had that issue in any Madden game before, and apparently you guys have it as well, so it's like not just me. But let's go ahead and check the rookie signings here. Watch as we draft more wide receivers. I bet that's what we're going to freaking do, because that's what we do here in Atlanta. Let's see. We get, okay, of course, we got some new wide receivers, but we got some, we're working on defense, and I like that. So we got Tyron Beck as a right outside linebacker in the first round. Myco Phillip, did I pronounce that right? I'm not sure. In the second round, middle linebacker. Then we get Fernando Alden as wide receiver in the third round. In the fifth round, we got Jalen Johnson, also a wide receiver. We get another right outside linebacker, because the one we got in the first round wasn't good enough, named Jamal Jones. Jamal? I don't know. And Jimmy Austin, the center, in the seventh round. So nothing overly brilliant, honestly. Nothing super amazing. But let's go ahead and sim to preseason week 1. And that is going to give us an idea of what our final roster is going to be like. Now, of course, in the preseason, we have a giant overinflated roster and people are going to be cut. Can I actually do a proper game prep this week? A lot of time I can't. We'll see. Yeah, see, this is what happens a lot of time when people say, well, you can do your practice game prep. Yeah, this doesn't work either. Just, Madden 16. Oh, here's that practice I've never been able to use. And I can't do in-game drills either. The only way for me to get XP most of the time is just to develop myself for, you know, between, what is it, 16, like 114. Something like that. I don't even know. But, yeah, so let's get a look here at the roster, I suppose. Get an idea of what we've got going on here. The top player in our team is our punter. And Julio Jones is 95. So Julio's starting to drop, but I think that's because he's getting pretty old. Then there's me at 95. We also don't have our... We didn't get rid of Alex Hernandez. Did we re-sign him? Why did we re-sign him? He's 91 overall. You sent him to another team. Whatever. So I'm there at 95. At running back, we have Marcus Barnett, who, despite all of my efforts, did not get a big boost to his overall, it doesn't look like, after last season. Perhaps once we get the confidence bonus, you know, he'll be up to like a 90 or something like that. Still our same fullback from last year, a wide receiver. We got Julio Jones, Randall Cobb returning, Martavis Bryant going to be in the slot. Last year's first-round draft pick, Adrian Harper, is going to be the fourth-string receiver. And then we've got these guys. I like Fernando here because he is 6'4", and a lot of my receivers, with the exception of Randall, are all pretty tall. So I like those big, tall receivers. Do we have... What are these guys like in terms of speed? Okay, so they're both slow as dirt. Okay, well, this guy's got some good agility, but they're both pretty slow. Do they have good catching? Like, why did we draft these guys in particular? Did I pass catching? I think I did. There's catching. Okay, 84 and 72. They're catching traffics also. So these guys don't seem to be very good at really anything. But then again, their overall is pretty low, a 68 and a 67. So our wide receiver core is going to be a little bit weaker this year, but we do still have... Marcus Barnett after the re-signing there. Pretty nice. Let's just look at the team as a whole here. At punter, So let me get this straight. We franchise tagged Matt Bosher here to get him to come back as a 92 overall punter, but we also signed a 97 overall punter. I don't think we're going to be punting a lot. Blair Walsh is signed over Zach Joyner, who literally missed one field goal all last season, and it was blocked. But we got Blair back, who was my kicker in Washington, so that's kind of neat. At strong safety, we got Joey Kelly, who is... Actually, he was a rookie they drafted. He's got a draft a couple years back, I guess. 89 overall, very nice. Okay, so I like our safeties. 87, 89, very good. At corner, 92 and 87. Then we get Jonathan Banks, who's a free agent signing. Not bad. Not bad defensive backfield there. Now, why did we draft this 77 overall guy if we already have an 80 overall? I don't even understand. So we drafted these two guys, and we also, and neither one of them are better than our starter. At middle linebacker, we had James Laurinaitis, who is very old now, along with Kelvin Shepard and Daryl Sharpton. We have a bunch of really good middle linebackers if this was like 10 years ago. At least 5 years ago. Okay, so our linebacker core is pretty weak. All things considered, it's pretty weak sauce. Defensive tackle is not bad. We got Jamal Sheard along with Star. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his last name. So that's pretty good. At right end, not bad. A bunch of 80-plus overalls and an 80 overall there. Okay, so we got a pretty good defensive line, good secondary. We're weak at linebacker. Let's check out the offensive line here. So pretty weak right tackle, pretty good right guard, pretty good center. Yeah, not very good left guard, and pretty weak left tackle. So our offensive line could be better. Overall, I think we have a pretty good team. I'm hoping that we don't suffer from the same problems we had last season where we were struggling with run defense. But I think we'll be good. Now, what I do usually is I skip the preseason. I don't even show the preseason. I just play it by myself with, like, sometimes 15-minute quarters because you can only play the first quarter. And just practice, I suppose. Just get used to a new team, whatnot, and hopefully by week 1, I'll be ready to go. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode of the Madden NFL 16 playthrough. And if you did, please drop me a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.